Hey writing superstars, welcome to Emotional Mastery. Okay, so I trust you guys are smart enough to figure out if you can master your emotions, you can master your life. And it literally is that. If you want to be successful in anything, life, writing, career, just anything, health, anything in life, you master your emotions, you master your life, you master your success, you master anything. Because if you think about how you've lived your life up until this point and the goals that you have achieved and the goals that you haven't achieved, you'll realize the goals you achieved was because of emotion and the goals you didn't achieve was also because of emotion. Now, in the action workshop, we talked a lot about how we can use the emotion for good and use the emotion for bad. But so I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to go more into how. How do you master your emotions? So and when I think about emotion, most people need to learn how to handle the negative emotions. So people aren't coming to me going, how do I master my emotions of happiness, or how do I master my emotions of joy, or how do I master my emotions of motivation? We kind of as humans just feel really lucky and happy when we have those positive emotions. We don't really need any help with them. But we do need help with what do we do when we don't feel like doing something? What do we do there? What do we do when we're scared and we don't want to take action? What do we do when we feel like lying on the couch, even though our time tracker and our goal says that we should go out and go for a run? What do we do when that comes up? And the fact is, you need to just do it. So I always talk about operate on outcome, not feeling. That was a really big one for me because years and years ago, I was like, well, I'll do that when I feel like it. And you just hope that you'd feel like it one day. And if you didn't, you didn't. And if it was raining and you were meant to ride and I didn't feel like riding and getting wet, I wouldn't ride. But I knew that was hampering my success. I knew that wasn't getting me the results I needed to get. So then when I thought about adopting this mindset of going operate based on outcome, not feeling. So do I need to ride to get the best outcome in my competition next week or to move up a level in 6 months? Yes, I do need to ride. So therefore, I ride based on the outcome I want to achieve, not based on whether or not I feel like riding, whether or not I feel like getting wet, whether or not I feel like saddling the horse and doing all that work. So every decision I made, because I was such an emotional, and still am, a very emotional creature, I had to take emotion out of all the decisions and become a computer. I had to do it in my writing. So I was I still am, but passionate and emotional writer. So when things were going well, I was really excited. When things weren't going well, I was really frustrated. I would cry a lot. I would be happy a lot, but I was very up and down. The poor horse went, holy shit, I don't know what I'm going to get. Rather than just being the cold leader, just being a computer going, the data coming in is my horse is playing up and he needs more leg, or the data coming in is my horse has his head in the air. Operate the get my horse on the bit strategy and get him back down again, rather than waste emotions on the horse has his head in the air and that means I'm a shit rider and that means my horse is shit and that means I'm not going to do well at the comp. I had to get rid of all of that and just be a computer of what's the data coming in, and therefore what are the strategies that the computer then has to do to correct that data coming in. So just an input-output machine. And that is how I master my emotions. I am an input-output machine. So like I said, I'm a very emotional person and I feel a lot, and I always know my feelings are going to, if I'm going to swear, are going to F me up because, and that was also what my mentor said to me. She's gone, I never trust my feelings. And I went, ooh, because that's a big call to make. I never trust my feelings. Oh, I thought, you should trust yourself. Yeah, trust yourself, but don't trust your feelings. And I'm like, really? I thought you should trust your gut and trust your intuition. She said, yes, but don't trust your feelings. So there's a difference between trusting your gut, you know, that big feeling that, you know, that intuition and gut that's like, I should do this or I shouldn't do this. But then you've got your day-to-day feelings of, I don't feel like writing. I don't feel like getting off the couch. I don't feel like working. I don't feel like going for a run. I don't feel like getting up and cooking the cake for my loved one. Whatever it is. If we operate on a day-to-day basis, indulging in those feelings, we're not going to get anything done. We're not going to live a productive life, and we're not going to feel good about ourselves. Think about a time in your life where you did indulge in those feelings. So you didn't ride because you didn't feel like it, and you didn't go for your run because you didn't feel like it, and you may have even called in a sickie at work because you didn't feel like going to work, and you just didn't feel like doing anything. Did you feel great? Did you go, yay, that was the best use of my day, I feel awesome? And then think about a day where you didn't feel like going to work, but you did it anyway. And then you didn't feel like going for a run, and you did it anyway. And you didn't feel like riding a horse, and you did it anyway. How'd you feel then? And you know you felt energized, happy, satisfied, fulfilled, productive. You felt worthwhile. You felt like you were making a difference. You felt that you were awesome. So you do get your reward. It just comes a little bit later. So as a human, and we talk about that in the action workshop as well, like you can be in your what feels good but isn't good for you, not riding, not going for the run, not going to work, not doing what you need to do, feels good but isn't good for you, as opposed to what doesn't feel good but is good for you. So you push through, you go to work, you go to the gym, you go ride your horse, and at the end of the day, you feel good. So putting off, so I also go, so how I operate in the world is, number one, I'm an input-output machine, and I don't trust my feelings, and I don't indulge in my feelings. The second thing is I get to feel later. Because when does the feeling of confidence come? After you've done it. After you've done the scary thing? When does the feeling of satisfaction come? After you've gone for the run. When does the feeling of fulfillment come? After you've done it all. So I know I just need to postpone my feeling. So anything I don't want to do, postpone it. Just go, okay, I get this feeling coming up that I don't feel like doing it. Shut it down. I'm an input-output machine. I'm a computer. I'll just go do it, and I'll feel later. Because then you get to turn on the feelings when the fun bit comes. Now, most of you are still probably sitting there going, yeah, but how? How do I turn it off and turn it on? Well, from NLP, we drive our own bus. We control our own brain. We control the thoughts it thinks. We control what we allow it to do. And therefore, it literally is as easy as saying, I'm going to feel later. Like, I'm going to go be a computer. And I literally, so NLP's, they try and make it sound more adult than what it is. They call it act as if. So act as if you're motivated. Act as if you felt like writing. Act as if you felt you loved work. Act as if you wanted to go to the gym. And if you act as if, then you'll do it, and then that will be you. In my, like when I'm talking to my kids, it's play the pretend game. So play the pretend game. Just play the pretend that it was fine to do. Play the pretend that you love to go to the gym, and then feel later. And if you're going, yeah, well, that's great, but that's not going to work for me, you literally, that doesn't work for me as well as you guys I've shared a little bit of how I talk to myself. I'm horrible to myself in a beautiful way. So how most of you probably talk to yourself is, you're crap, you're useless, you can't do it, you shouldn't do that, rah, 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 rah. All the bitch in your head telling you everything you can't do, everything that you failed at, everything that you're pathetic about, and everything that's useless. I, in my years, have gotten very good at turning that voice down. It's really, I'm sure if I tried to tune in to that radio station and tried to find it and tried to turn up the volume, it's there. Of course it's there. I'm a human. but I really don't hear it on a day-to-day basis. What I do turn up, so I do self-talk, but so I'm always saying to myself, so I swear, can I swear? I'm just gonna be real. This is how I talk to myself. So I'm always like, oh, don't be a fucking pussy. Just go do it. Oh, for fuck's sake, you pathetic piece of shit. Just go do it. Oh my God, is that really the fucking pathetic life you want to fucking live? Or will you just get off your fucking pathetic ass and go do the thing so then we can rest? So I'm motivated by swearing. I'm motivated by pain. I'm motivated by being pathetic. I don't want to be pathetic. It's part of my identity that I'm not pathetic. So if I say, oh my God, you're being pathetic, I straight away go, oh really? Shit, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that. So I'll go and take the action I don't want to do. So a real life example is I didn't feel like filming this episode for you guys. I didn't feel like standing in front of the camera and looking at my notes and pulling it all together and creating this masterpiece for you guys. I didn't feel like doing it. I felt like sitting around on the couch doing nothing. But all I had to say to myself was, well, and for work stuff, I always tap into helping you. So it's like, really? You think sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing is more fucking important than helping people be extraordinary, live their dreams, and go and live their dream life? And I have to go, well, I guess when you put it like that, I should get off my ass and help people. Yeah, you should, because, and I'm really hard on myself, and I'm really rude to myself, and I'm very, very good at putting the future consequences right in front of my face. So if I want to go eat something, I'll put the future consequence right in front of my face going, really? Do you want to not fit into your white breeches and not be able to ride your horse because you're too big? No. Well, then I guess you shouldn't eat that. Oh, okay. In terms of work, it's always about, I tap into my desire to help you guys and to give you everything that you need to live a great life, because how dare I put my personal wants and my personal things over helping you, because that would make me a pathetic, horrible, weird person. So I don't want to be a pathetic, horrible, weird person, so I'm going to go do the work. In terms of the gym and going, or riding your horse in the rain, oh my God, I so don't feel like riding in the rain, so don't feel like it. I'm like, cool, sell the horse. It's clear you don't want to ride. It's clear you don't want to work towards your goals. It's clear you will never make it towards your goals because you're pussing out and wimping out because you're a bit of rain. Last time I fucking checked, you are waterproof. Like, you do go into showers and not dissolve. So what the fuck's the problem? Now, I'm not saying that that's going to work for you. If you talk to yourself like that and you're not motivated because that's how you kind of already see it. Like, there's so much mind stuff going on. I'm just sharing with you how I speak to myself and what I do to myself. So do I believe I'm a great person? Absolutely. Do I believe I'm a beautiful person? Absolutely. Do you believe I'm a successful person? Absolutely. So then when you tap into so if I'm doing a lazy behavior or a useless behavior or a pathetic behavior that harms my psyche and harms my identity, so therefore I have to move. So what is your identity? And yes, it's about emotional mastery, but you've got to really tap into your identity. Like, if you believe at a core level that you are useless, lazy, pathetic, and stupid, and you start talking to yourself like this, it won't work, because it'll just be reiterating everything you think. Because I'm so fearful of being that or becoming that, it motivates me to run away from that and therefore go and create really great results. This is where you've got to do the work and work out what deeply at a core level motivates you. At a deep core level. And when you know that, that's how you master your emotions. Because your emotions will F you up. Your emotions are standing in your way. Your emotions are blocking you from the success you want to achieve. If I had to say anything, why don't people achieve their goals, dreams, or why don't people achieve? It's not because lack of money. It's not because lack of resources. It's not because lack of time. It's because of themselves. And it's because they haven't mastered their emotions. And please, please don't think that I have mastered all of my emotions all the time. My emotions are still fucking me up all the time and causing blocks in my paths and causing struggles when there shouldn't be struggles and causing problems when there shouldn't be problems. So another thing when you think about emotional mastery is how dealing with people hurting your feelings or upsetting you or making you feel inadequate or whatever it is. So I'm very proud that anyone can basically insult me, hurt me, like say horrible things about myself, horrible things about my writing, horrible things about anything I do at a really deep core level. And I can smile, think about it, and decide whether or not I take that in. And I've done that. The biggest way I do that is creating a mirror. So I literally just reflect back everything that's said because I have a really strong armor. So basically think of me naked. I know, me naked, but then think of me putting on Ned Kelly's armor. So Ned Kelly's like an Australian bush ranger and they shot him a million times, but it all bounced off the metal. So that's how I have metal that anything you say can't penetrate me unless I decide that I can trust you. And if I can trust you, I will take off all my metal and I will be naked with you. I will be vulnerable with you. I will be open with you. And if you say anything about me, it will enter. It will come in. So I have to be so careful on who I allow to be naked, who I allow myself to be naked with, and who I allow myself to be vulnerable with. Because if I'm not, I will not be able to master my emotions and I will not be able to function as a human being because the minute you allow people to tell you who you are is the minute that you're in big trouble. So if someone wants to write on YouTube, you're a shit writer, that's so fine. It's a free country, it's a free world, you're allowed to have an opinion. Your opinion of me and my writing ability has no impact on me and my writing ability unless I decide to choose that I care, that I value your opinion or think you're this amazing writer. You know, like if Isabel Worth said, Natasha, I want to sit you down and talk to you about your writing, I'd be like, okay. And I probably would be naked with her and vulnerable with her. And if she said, I don't think you can write, I think you're a useless writer, I think you're pathetic, I think you should give up now. Wow. That would take me a little bit more to get over because that's obviously someone I trust, obviously someone I admire, and that would be huge. But I actually I still don't think I would still go, thank you. How long have you known me? How long have you seen me write? What have you seen? You don't know everything about me. You don't know everything about my writing. You don't know everything about my journey. So thank you, but I'm going to keep going anyway. So yeah, you need to protect. So when we talk about emotional mastery, we're also talking about the ego. And the ego is a tricky little thing, isn't it? And the more you can dissociate ego from yourself and dissociate, you know, hurt feelings and pain and all the things that upset you and hurt you, as opposed to the essence of you and the real you, the happier and more peaceful and the more in control of your emotions you'll be. So if someone says something that is hurtful, perceived to be hurtful, the ego might get upset, but the essence of me knows that it's got nothing to do with me. Now, no one likes their ego bruised or their ego hurt or, you know, things to not go well in their life. But when that happens, that's when the essence of you has to go, where's the lessons in that? Where's the journey in that? Where's the usefulness in that? Whereas the ego goes, nah, that's horrible, that hurt my feelings, and now, you know, or whatever it is, the reaction to that. So you've got to really understand, to master your emotions at that deep core level is, firstly, remember, it's all coming back to the same theme, and I hope you're understanding what that theme is. Knowledge of self, acceptance of self, trust in self, love of self. So no one or nothing that can happen, or no one around can actually hurt me, because I'm a fortress of love. I love myself. And don't think that I love myself firstly in an ego way and I just think I'm so awesome. It's not that love. And please don't think that because I love myself all the time, no matter what, and I'm always nice to myself and I think I'm this amazing person. You've heard how I speak to myself. There's a lot of me that I actually still haven't reconciled and hate and thinks, you know, and here comes that pathetic word again. Like, there's lots of me that's still broken, bruised. I was coaching with a friend of mine and I couldn't stop crying for 2 hours. I'm still dysfunctional. I'm still broken. I still do and operate in this world due to past hurts, due to dysfunctional strategies, due to all those things. That's why I get coached. It's why I'll always, that's the fun of being a human, because we just grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. But every single time it's that I take that step, I'm just another layer of my onion. Yes, I'm an onion, we're all onions, of understanding, oh, okay, that is the essence of who I am. That is, you know, what makes me me, and that is, you know, and I accept that, and I love that about myself. So when other people come along, and I've shared with this with you so many times, when other people come along, it's very important that you always giggle if someone wants to share an opinion, because how do you know yourself? Like, and here I am going, I know myself pretty good, but there's still so many more layers I still don't know about myself, and so many new things I discover about myself every single day, month, year. So when someone else wants to have an opinion about me, or about what I do, or what I should do in the future, it makes me fucking laugh out loud, because I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, are you like not a human? Are you like sent from another universal world where we all came from? And are you my guardian angel? And do you know more about me and my journey and my life and who I am more than I do? So therefore I should listen to you? And of course they're not. They're a human with their own fucked up world, projecting their fucked up strategies and belief systems and all their shit going on there, that have decided to lash out at me because of something that's impacted into them. And it's just hilarious. So there's no one on this planet that's more an expert on you than you. There's no one on this planet that can love you more than you. There's no one around that can know, love and be you more than you. So that's what makes everything else and everyone else dissolve. And it literally is, and it doesn't frighten me, and it shouldn't frighten you. You are alone in this world. You are alone in this world. It's just you. Now we might want to and tend to share our world with other people and create partnerships and connections and relationships with other people. And sometimes we walk on the path together in our lives for a day, a week, a year, 100 years, and these relationships come in and come and go out. But there's one constant factor. That's you. So your journey on understanding you, loving you, accepting you, championing you, going for gold you has to be there. You've got to be your champion. You've got to be your fan, your number one fan. You've got to be your number one supporter. You've got to be your number one confident. You've got to be 20 things to yourself. And I think that's where I see the disconnect in a lot of people that haven't mastered their emotions. They're operating and reflecting and reacting to their world and not having any discussions with themselves, except that stupid radio station telling them how pathetic and useless they are. That's the only connection they have to themselves. And then they're searching for everyone out there to tell them what to do, when to do it, if they're okay, if they could do this or if they can't do that, and everything else has to disappear, and you need to, if this is you need to come into you, tap into your own power, tap into your own love, tap into your own knowledge of you, and then go out and get your dreams. So people always say to me, oh, you know, and yes, I run a fear course, and yes, there are NLP techniques on how to remove fear, but at the end of the day, fear exists. It's common, it's useful, it's in humans. So I feel fear all the time. I'm literally, I have to make a decision today, I'm terrified about it. Yesterday, I had to make a decision and I was terrified about it. That, like, my whole life, every single day, I think for the last, I can really think for the last 30 days, every single day, I've had some shit to deal with, something scary, some big step to take, which is also super exciting because, oh my God, the results I've kind of got in the last 30 days, I just keep shaking my head going, how'd I get here? How'd I get here? And it's not all good, but it's definitely not all bad. And I remember my mentor always said to me, you know, make 100 decisions in a month. And I was like, okay. And she's gone, because if you make 100 decisions in a month and 3 are wrong, 97 have been right. So yes, you'll make wrong decisions. When you make decisions, you will make wrong ones. And when you make wrong ones, they might be impactful. It might be bad. Like, it may be a really bad decision that you made, but you also made 97 good ones. And with that much forward trajectory and that much power, you are going to get to where you want to go, even with the bad decisions. So I really took that on, because then I went, what happens if you only make 3 decisions? And she's gone, what do you think? And I'm like, if you only make 3 decisions in a month and those 3 are the ones that are wrong, your life's fucked. And she's like, exactly. So I'm always going, oh my God, I'm always swimming just out of depth. I'm always only just able to touch or not. I have to kind of swim back to put my pinky on the bottom of the swimming pool floor. Otherwise I am out of my depth. I'm out there in the ocean going, holy shit, how did I get here? But I just keep swimming. Like that thing, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So for you to handle your emotions and therefore master your emotions and therefore be able to make decisions, choices based on your goals, based on a computer, rather than based on what you feel. The first thing is awareness, which I've done in today's video. The second thing is working out how to move you and get you to make the choice to work as a computer. So, and that's going to be, as I said, I just talk to myself and remind myself of all the bad, horrible things that are going to happen if I don't. For you, it might be different, but you need to work out, okay, I need to be a computer. How do I be a computer? And it literally is just stand up and start. Stand up and just go to the gym and just go, okay, well, if I was RT Dutu right now and 5 o'clock meant go to the gym, what would I do? And you just start walking to the car, driving to the gym and going to the gym and doing your workout, or you're saddling your horse and doing the horse, or doing something awesome at work. You just do it. You just stop wasting all the goddamn energy and all the goddamn emotions on thinking and procrastinating and going, I don't want to. It's really exhausting, and there's a lot of energy expended, rather than just get up and just go do it. Just get up and go do it. Yeah? So I know you were thinking, oh, I'm so excited for Emotional Mastery. She's going to tell us how to just flick this switch and we're not going to feel and we're going to go out and be awesome robots. Well, I'm not, you're not a robot. You're not something that just has a button in there. You are a complex, beautiful, living, breathing being that has thoughts and emotions and beliefs and strategies and all these things working around, and your job is to figure all of that out and make it work for you. So in summary, how do you master your emotions? You be a computer and you put on the feeling, you put off the feeling until later when the feeling's going to be good. How do you do that? By practicing, by just doing it. Don't think, oh, how do I do that? Because that just sounds too hard to do. Really? Have you done it? Have you tried? Just do it. Just go, I'm going to be a computer for a minute. And literally just go and do a task like a computer. And then go do it for 10 minutes. And then go do it for 30 minutes. And then just do it once a day. And then do it twice a day. And then do it 3 times a day. And don't think, oh, but I don't want to be a computer. I want to feel. You will. Some people go to me, oh, I couldn't do that because, you know, then I'd be a computer. How would you be a computer? You're a human. You're just acting as if you're a computer for a day, a week, an hour, whatever it is. You're just sucking it up and doing it and then letting the emotions rush in later. And I can't just impress upon you enough that that's it. It's not more complicated than that. It's literally just flick a switch, go and do it, and then let the rush of satisfaction, happiness, brilliance, enthusiasm, excitement come after you've done the thing. So enjoy, go get them this month, and I'll see you next time.